This story explores mature emotional themes including loss, mystery, and love. It does not contain explicit material. Viewer discretion is advised. It started with a text I never stopped reading. If anything happens, remember I loved you. That was the last message I ever got from Layla, my girlfriend.my best friend. The woman I thought I'd spend the rest of my life with. She sent it at 2:37 a.m., just moments before her phone went dark. Permanently. No one's heard from her since. No calls, no social media activity, nothing. Her apartment was left untouched. Her car still in the lot, keys on the table. It was like she vanished into thin air. The police said it was a runaway case. Her family thought it was a mental breakdown. Me? I couldn't accept either. Because last night I saw her. Not in a dream. Not in a memory. In the crowd at a coffee shop on 5th and Monroe. She was older, changed. But I swear it was her. Her eyes met mine for a split second, and she disappeared again. Just like that. Now the question that's haunted me for years is back, and louder than ever. Where did she go? Why did she leave? And more importantly, why is she back? I should let it go. I've tried. But something tells me this time she wants to be found. And I'm going to find her. Even if it breaks me all over again. I started asking questions the next morning. Quietly, carefully. The coffee shop owner confirmed she paid in cash. No name. No number. Just a woman who seemed nervous and kept looking at the door. He remembered her eyes. Like she'd seen a ghost, he said. That made two of us. I reached out to Layla's best friend, Mara. We hadn't spoken since the disappearance. Too many unspoken accusations between us. But she agreed to meet. She looked older, wearier. When I told her what I saw, she didn't doubt me. Instead, she said something that made my blood run cold. She came to see me 2 weeks ago. Mara explained Layla showed up out of nowhere, said she couldn't stay long, and made her promise not to tell anyone. She left behind a flash drive and a note with 3 words. In case I vanish. Mara hadn't opened it yet. She was scared. But now, it sat between us on the table, a silver sliver of truth waiting to be exposed. As we stared at it, I felt the weight of every emotion I'd buried, grief, confusion, love. If Layla was reaching out, she was still in danger. Or worse, someone else was hunting her. And now, by searching for her again, I might have painted a target on both of us. What was on that drive? Why now after all this time? And why did I still feel like she was near? I was about to find answers. Even if they destroyed me, I couldn't sleep that night. I kept replaying the moment, her face in the crowd, the flicker of recognition in her eyes, and then gone. Just like the last time. I stared at my phone, the same message still pinned to the top. If anything happens, remember I loved you. Layla and I met 5 years ago, during a summer internship in Chicago. She was fiery, fearless, and had this way of making you feel like you were the only one in the world who mattered. We had plans, move to the coast, open a bookstore cafe, get married under the stars. Then, almost overnight, everything changed. A week before she vanished, Layla had grown distant. She stopped answering calls. Her smile faded. She kept checking over her shoulder, like someone, or something was following her. I asked her what was wrong. She said, if I tell you, it'll put you in danger too. And then that final text. Now, after 3 long years, I see her again, looking alive, scared, and very much real. But if she wanted to be found, why run again? The truth is, I never stopped loving her. But there's a part of me that wonders, was Layla hiding from something? Or someone? Did she leave me to protect herself? Or was I just collateral damage in a bigger secret? I'm not sure what I'll find if I go down this path again. But I know one thing, I have to follow it. I started asking questions the next morning. Quietly, carefully. The coffee shop owner confirmed she paid in cash. No name. No number. Just a woman who seemed nervous and kept looking at the door. He remembered her eyes. Like she'd seen a ghost, he said. That made 2 of us. I reached out to Layla's best friend, Mara. We hadn't spoken since the disappearance. Too many unspoken accusations between us. But she agreed to meet. She looked older, wearier. When I told her what I saw, she didn't doubt me. Instead, she said something that made my blood run cold. She came to see me 2 weeks ago. Mara explained Layla showed up out of nowhere, said she couldn't stay long, and made her promise not to tell anyone. She left behind a flash drive and a note with 3 words. In case I vanish. Mara hadn't opened it yet. She was scared. But now it sat between us on the table, a silver sliver of truth waiting to be exposed. As we stared at it, I felt the weight of every emotion I'd buried, grief, confusion, love. If Layla was reaching out, she was still in danger. Or worse, someone else was hunting her. And now, by searching for her again, I might have painted a target on both of us. What was on that drive? Why now, after all this time? And why did I still feel like she was near? I was about to find answers. Even if they destroyed me, the flash drive didn't just hold answers. It held evidence. Names. Dates. A list of people connected to an underground data laundering operation that Layla had stumbled into by accident while freelancing as a security analyst. One name jumped out, Vincent Hale, her former employer. A man with powerful connections and no moral compass. She discovered he was trafficking stolen identities. When she confronted him, he gave her a choice: disappear or be silenced. She chose to vanish. But now she was trying to expose everything. Mara and I sat in stunned silence. The air between us felt heavier than before. Layla hadn't just left because she was scared. She left to protect everyone. And now, by reaching out, she'd risked it all again. Then my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Stop looking, or you won't get a second chance. No name. No location. Just the threat. But I knew it was connected. I need to find her before they do, I said, already standing. Mara grabbed my wrist, her eyes full of fear. What if she doesn't want to be found? She asked. But I saw through the question. She was just as afraid of what we'd uncover as I was. I couldn't walk away. Not again. I started digging deeper into Vincent's world, desperate for a trail. I didn't expect to find one so soon. An encrypted folder inside the flash drive. I cracked it open. And there she was. A video message. Layla. Tired. Pale. Looking straight at me. If you're watching this, I'm probably being followed again. But I still love you. And I need your help. The screen went black. I watched the video again, pausing on every frame, analyzing every flicker of emotion on Layla's face. Her eyes kept darting slightly off camera, like she wasn't alone. Her voice cracked when she said my name. But it wasn't fear I saw. It was guilt. Mara sat beside me, silent. Her phone buzzed. She hesitated, then turned the screen my way. Message from Vincent Hale, keep him close. Make sure he doesn't go to the cops. I stared at her. My stomach dropped. Mara, what is this? Her face crumbled. I didn't mean for it to go this far. I thought she was dead. I thought he just wanted to keep it buried. He paid me to keep an eye on you. But I never thought she was still alive. My mind spiraled. The friend I trusted, the only person I confided in, had been reporting me. I stood up, reeling. Did you lead them to me? She didn't answer. But the knock on the door did. A hard, heavy knock. Followed by silence. I grabbed the flash drive, heart pounding. I had to run. I had to find Layla before they did. Before this whole thing collapsed. Then, just as I reached the fire escape, my phone lit up again. Unknown number. You're close. Look under the red star. The alley behind my building had a faded red mural. An old star painted on the bricks. I ran straight to it, pulled aside the loose board, and found a burner phone. It lit up on contact. New video message. Layla, her voice barely a whisper. They're watching Mara too. Don't trust anyone. I'll meet you soon. Just don't stop. Everything I thought I knew just shattered again. The red star had led me to the burner phone, and the burner phone led me to an address in the industrial zone, an abandoned train depot on the city's edge. It was just after midnight when I arrived. Fog curled around the rusted tracks, and every creak of metal sounded like a gunshot in the silence. Inside it was dark, except for a single hanging bulb, flickering above a makeshift table. On it, another phone. Another video. Layla appeared again, closer this time. She looked thinner, tired but alive. And determined. I left because they made me choose. Disappear or let you get hurt. I chose to vanish. But I couldn't stay hidden forever. Not when I knew the truth could destroy them. She gave one last address, Vincent Hale's private server location, and a code. If you're watching this, I'm not far. But you have to finish what I started. Please be careful. Suddenly, movement behind me. I turned and there she was. Layla. In the flesh. Breathless, eyes shining with tears. I had to make sure you were really still fighting for me, she said, voice trembling. I rushed to her, and for the first time in years we held each other, broken, breathless, but still whole. But the moment didn't last. From behind the shadows, footsteps approached. Fast. We ran, ducking through rusted doors, the sound of shouting closing in. Somehow through smoke and steel we escaped, just barely. Together. We didn't just expose Vincent's operation the next day, we destroyed it. The evidence Layla risked her life for made headlines. And his empire crumbled. But more than that, we got each other back. Outrage. And Layla, she didn't have to hide anymore. We moved into a quieter part of the city, Away from the noise, the whispers, the fear. We didn't go back to normal, because there was no normal after this. But we started fresh. We began healing. Some nights, she still wakes up gasping from nightmares. Some mornings, I catch myself watching her like she might disappear again. But each time, we remind each other, we're here. We're safe. We made it. And somehow, all that pain led us right back to each other. Maybe that's the strangest part of all. Not the lies, the fear, or even the danger. But that love, real love, found a way through it. We survived not just for the truth but for us. And if there's one thing I've learned from all of this, it's this. Sometimes the person you're meant to be with isn't the one you meet in the calm. It's the one who stays with you through the storm.